Hi, my name is Mady, and I am on a journey to lose weight and to have a baby. Let's say it louder for the people in the back.
To have a baby.
So we did it. We got through the 75 days. Thank God. No, it wasn't that bad, but it also was that bad. No, it was fine. I hope I didn't whine too much for you guys. I did give a partway update / experience in the Why I Hate 75 Hard video, which you can check out. However, this is not about 75 hard. This is about 75 soft. More specifically, this is about my 75 soft. So if you watch any other 75 soft videos and you're like, oh, these rules are different, it's because 75 soft can kind of be what you make it. You set realistic goals, ideally realistic, and you stick to them for 75 days, and that is 75 soft. Like I said, everybody's rules may vary, but here were the rules that I tried to adhere to for 75 days. Rule number 1, stick to 1,600 calories a day or less. I typically ate around 1,400 calories. I did consult a doctor who agreed that that is a good number for me. Rule number 2, exercise for 45 minutes a day, 6 days a week. Rule number 3, drink 100 ounces of water a day. Rule number 4, read 10 pages of any book per day. And rule number 5, limit alcohol to social situations. So I will start with what I was the best at and what I did not do so good at. So number 1, alcohol. I'm not much of a drinker. I drink a couple times a month. So this really wasn't an issue. I'm not like drinking at home alone in my apartment. Just not a problem. The second thing I did really good with was reading 10 pages a day. Boom, nailed it, perfect. I don't even think I missed a day. In fact, there was one night where me and my husband went out to a restaurant. I had wine, I came home tipsy, and I still read my 10 pages. This was probably my favorite rule and my favorite benefit that I got from the challenge. I used to be a voracious reader, and so that spark kind of died in college as I got busier. And while I do go through phases where I'll devour a book, I will often stop reading for long periods of time, which I don't like. During this challenge, I read 10 books, mostly. I'll explain in a moment. I started a book at the start of it, and I'm currently reading a book, but I basically read 10 books, which is very impressive considering 75 days is like a little over 10 weeks. So your girl is impressed. And this isn't like a book review type video, but I will tell you guys what I read. My only real caveat is that I don't do audiobooks, so all of these were things I put eyeballs to paper or eyeballs to my Kindle.
So at the beginning of the challenge, I was reading a book called Words of Radiance by Sanderson. I finished up that book, and the next book I read was Fair Play by Rodsky, followed by It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, and then The X by Frida McFadden, followed by The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, Poison by Chris Wooding, The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod, Sphere by Michael Crichton, this one was my favorite, The 12-Week Year by Moran and Lennington. Shout out to another small YouTuber, my name is Corey. She recommended this in one of her videos and I gave it a read.
And I am currently reading It Starts With the Egg by Rebecca Fett. And I'm currently reading that, so I don't really have any feedback as of now, but so far so good. It was definitely a wide mix of things. Nobody judge my reading choices. I read all kinds of things. I really enjoy it. And the last thing that I 100% nailed was the exercising rule. I did 6 days a week, 45 minutes a day. Sometimes it was a very long 45 minutes, but I did it. Now, I did post all of my workout challenges that I did throughout the course of 75 Soft on YouTube, but I will quickly recap them for you. I said it in those videos, but I will say it now in case anyone takes issue. Anytime these challenges did not last 45 minutes, I would supplement by either hopping on my stepper or walking around. So without further ado, if you're new here, the exercises I did during 75 Soft were jump roping / walking, 10,000 steps a day, Pilates, and the 2024 Chloe Ting Summer Shred. I did give myself the rest day a week, but the challenges did kind of run into each other. So I went 6 weeks during this challenge with no rest days, and it freaking sucked. But it's fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine, I think. Okay, so let's get into the stuff that I did not do so good with. I, for a while, was saying like, well, this is the stuff I failed at, but I'm trying to get away from that mentality. The all or nothing mentality that I've had my whole life has gotten me nowhere. Honestly, it's gotten me to 265 pounds. And there's nothing wrong with being 265, but you know, it was inhibiting a lot of the life things that I personally wanted to accomplish, like trying to put a baby in this uterus that's very resistant to a baby for some reason. The point is, the all or nothing mentality got me somewhere I didn't want to be. And so I've been trying not to think of it as, oh, this is what I failed, and trying to think of it as, this is where I could have improved. Consistency wins out always. That's my speech. Those are my excuses, if you want to call them that. But to get to the nitty gritty, here's what I failed at. The diet portion. I could ramble about this for a bit, but really and truly, I don't know. There was one time a few weeks into the challenge I talked about where me and my husband went out for a weekend and I had like wine and ice cream when we were out. And I was like, at the end of the day, like, yeah, this was over 1,600 calories. Easter also fell during 75 soft. And while I didn't go crazy, there was no real way to measure the calories and what everybody was cooking. I'm sure I went over 1,600 calories then. And just now and then in general, I'm sure I have. I sort of talked about my mentality shift lately and what's led me to lose the weight that I've lost this year. And strict rigidity and perfection is not what has led me to lose the weight that I've lost so far. And then the final thing that I failed at, and I did actually consciously give this one up on day 50, was drinking the 100 ounces of water a day. I'm shocked that this was the one that did me in. Your girl is a water drinker. I drink water every day. It is not a problem for me. I even drink plain water. I don't feel the need to like put things in it. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I just don't. I believe I have a clip of me talking about the exact moment that I gave it up on day 50, so I'll let Past Matey do the talking.
Hello everyone. It is day 50 of 75 soft, and I woke up at 6:20 this morning and went to donate plasma. Here's where they pricked my finger, and wouldn't you know it, my iron is too low. And not only is it too low, it's way too low. It's the lowest I've ever seen. And the last time this happened, I told myself, like, okay, if this happens again, you're done with the water, because that's what people seem to be blaming it on. I asked my PCP earlier this week and she was like, yeah, she says it gives the appearance of lower iron if you're overhydrated. She's like, but you know, if you're peeing clear consistently, which I am, like every time I pee, unless it's right after I've had my multivitamin, it's clear. She's like, that's not great. So, you know, you should just be wary of that. And yeah, it was too low. It was very low. And so I think I'm done with the water. I think we will go from 100 ounces to 64 ounces. And if anyone feels like I failed, they're disappointed in me, how dare I? I'm really sorry, but I am going to listen to my body, because I had 200% of my recommended iron yesterday in my multivitamin and a cup of iron fortified cereal, and it is still way too low. So we're done. But okay, love y'all.
So I have rambled long enough. Let's get into some results, starting with my weight. So at the start of 75 soft, I weighed in at 224.8 pounds. And I feel like the drum roll is pointless if you saw Chloe Ting, because that video was 3 days ago from the end of this challenge. And so I just went with that weigh in. But at the end of the 75 days, I weighed in at 204.2 pounds, which means over the course of 75 days, AKA 10 weeks and some change, I lost 20.6 pounds. And your girl is very proud of that. I'm talking with my hands a lot, but I am. I am very proud of that. That is healthy weight loss. That is sustainable weight loss. And I am here for it. Good job, matey. Thank you, matey. Calm down, matey. Okay, matey. As I always say though, the scale isn't everything. So let's look at some before and after pictures. I don't want to beat a dead horse, because this is kind of some of the same things I said during Chloe Ting. However, I immediately see a huge difference in my stomach. Now, keep in mind that these are the after pictures from Chloe Ting, because that's when the challenge ended. However, This is over the course of 75 days, and I am shook at how much 20 pounds can really make a difference. In addition to my stomach obviously being much smaller, my legs just look much slimmer. I can just tell they just don't look as wide. So let's move on. Definitely seeing some changes from the side profile. The belly is not hanging nearly as low. She's just over my pants, whereas there she's not. These pants were pretty, like, you know, decent before, but I do have them on a bit better in the after. Let's see. This line in like my back is deeper in the before than the after. Like the shadow is still there, but the line isn't etched as far into my side. Trying to see. Also, that booty looks a lot more lifted. Look how kind of sad she is here, and look how like luxurious she is there. That's not the right word, but that's the word we're gonna go with. And then the back, girl. Okay, I'm gonna chill. The back, I mean, do I even need to explain it? Like, yeah, there's definitely a little bit to grab still there, but it is not like touching each other the way it is here. The fat is not meeting. The fat just wants to be friends. They don't want to be together anymore. Once again, booty is looking a lot better. She's just looking a little sad and lumpy there. Also, love handles like going down as well. And I don't know if it's because this picture looks a little closer, but my arms do look better. You can really see the hangage, that's a word, right? Of my triceps in the before, and they look a lot better in the after. I guess that's it. That's all I see. Just all of those incredible changes, but I'm really happy with this. Another non-scale victory I've had is that I have had this bra forever. It has been in the back of my closet for quite some time because it is a 38D. And the bra that I usually wear is a 42C. Don't ask about the cup sizes. If it's a bigger band, I go into a C. If it's a smaller band, I go into a D. It doesn't make sense, but bra companies. These are all from Torrid. So this is a 38D, and I will show y'all. I hope it doesn't make you feel weird. It fits great. Here, let me show y'all the back. Like, it's super comfortable. It fits like a glove. It's amazing. And before, I could not comfortably squeeze into this. It would hurt. It felt like it was cutting into me. So that is an awesome non-scale victory. We are very happy about it. And finally, I did end up measuring my progress in one other way. There's another creator here on YouTube named Trisha Def, and she had mentioned that there's this one TikToker who is also on a weight loss journey who has a shirt that is too small that she tries on every month to see her progress. And I love that. I have a shirt that was a gift from a friend, and I didn't know about this until about 3 weeks into the program. So I tried this on about 7 weeks ago, and then I tried this on again this morning just to see if I would really look any different. Overall, I'm really proud of myself for doing this. I've never done a challenge that's lasted this long. All of my challenges have only been about 30 days. So I'm really proud of myself. These results that I've gotten are impressive, and they're the result of consistency, not perfection. Don't let perfection get in the way of good enough. It's just really cool to see my progress over a long period of time. So would you ever do this challenge? Something I would advise is making sure you're setting realistic goals for yourself and things that you can be consistent with, and just doing it for 75 days. Taking pictures. Number one thing I would advise is take pictures. It's really cool to see your progress over a long period of time, just because weight loss can often feel like a bit of a slog. So it's kind of cool to be able to look back and be like, wow, that's where I started. Anyway, I have rambled enough. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. The YouTube wizards love that stuff for the growth of my channel. And I hope you have a great day. Bye. Bye.